Narcissistic individuals don't like losing control, and more often when they do, they escalate their games and they can begin to stalk and harass you. They can start following you around, they can start bombarding you with those messages. However, they tend to do it in a way where they can use plausible deniability, so it's hard to catch them, it's hard to pin them down, so that they can continue their behaviour. They can use a third party to do it for them. They can just turn up unexpectedly where you are, and as they're so charming to everybody else, people can't see why you're on edge, and the narcissist plays it that you're the issue. Narcissists are relentless when it comes to their control being threatened. When they believe they're losing control over someone, they can engage in stalking and harassment while staying just within the boundaries of the law, or staying at a point where the law can't quite pin it on them, making it incredibly hard for victims to take action, and often victims aren't even believed. Stalking is a pattern of unwanted behaviour, persistent behaviour from one person to another that causes fear, paranoia, distress, discomfort. And it often involves repeated attempts to monitor, to contact, to control the victim. They either do it directly or indirectly, or they can do it directly through indirect means. So if you share children, they can bombard you with messages claiming it's about the children, staying just in that line where it's hard to sort of call them out, because they claim it's about the children when it's about bombarding you with unwanted and unnecessary messages. Stalking can occur in person or through digital means, and it's often driven by a desire from the narcissist to maintain control, to assert their dominance, to stay in power, so to speak. Narcissists can go all out to use mutual connections. They can enlist friends, family members, acquaintances to pass messages on to you for them, to spy on you, to spread misinformation about you. The best thing you can do when narcissistic individuals are doing this is limit the information you share with any mutual connections. Any of their friends and family, cut them off and block them. That's their friends and family, not yours. It's always helpful to consider cutting ties with enablers, because they just don't see who the narcissist is or what the narcissist is doing. They can send anonymous messages, or they can start creating fake accounts to keep tabs on you. They can send you emails or text messages from a different account, or they can send excessive messages about children. They can even go as far as to fail to collect their items but persistently message you about collecting them but not showing up to collect them, or keeping hold of your sentimental items so you feel like you're the one that's constantly got to message them. The best thing you can do is leave their items at one of their family members or one of their friends. When it comes to yours, you can ask someone if they can get them. If not, you have to find a way to let those items go, which is challenging. Block and report any suspicious accounts. Remember that those new friend requests are often just online surveillance cameras. Keep evidence of any and all messages. Adjust your privacy settings on all platforms. They can show up coincidentally where you are. They can coincidentally drive past your house because they just happen to be going somewhere even though it's a dead-end road. They can coincidentally turn up at your work. They can coincidentally turn up where you're eating or socialising. And this is when they might have trackers on you. Narcissists can accidentally on purpose. Show up where you are, claiming it's a coincidence so that they can intimidate you or remind you of their presence. The best thing you can do is avoid sharing your routine publicly. Vary your schedule and document any encounters to establish that pattern for the authorities to take it seriously. They can go all out to harass you via third parties. They can contact your friends, they can contact your family, they can contact your workplace, and they can often come on strong with how they're concerned about you. Just getting in touch because they're concerned about you. You're the one that's been acting differently. The best thing you can do is inform your support network of the situation and ask them to avoid engaging in the narcissist. Anyone who doesn't understand, limit communication with that person, limit the information used, let that person know, because they can potentially be feeding it back to the narcissist. Leaving no evidence. So a narcissistic individual can physically stalk you and follow you without leaving any form of trail. They can lurk around your home or your workplace. The best thing you can do is install cameras so that you can catch them. Keep logging any suspicious activity and inform trusted neighbours or colleagues about what is happening. Vary your times of coming and going. Narcissists will abuse the legal system. They will file false reports, and when you file a genuine report, they'll accuse you of filing the false report. They will continue with those frivolous lawsuits. They force you to engage with them through legal channels, especially if you're getting divorced, which some divorces can last longer than the marriage when it comes to a narcissist. They can use legal channels when it comes to childcare. They'll not listen to any child arrangements orders. They will break them and then blame you for taking them back into court. Yeah, if the children are struggling and don't want to go and you try to stop this, the narcissist will claim that you're doing parental alienation and you're the issue. The best thing you can do is consult your solicitor or legal advisor, especially if child arrangements orders are already in place, to ensure that everything's done professionally and everything is documented. They will use children as or shared assets. So they will use children to relay messages or to gather information, or they will go all out to use them to contact you, to control you, to turn up late, to expect you to swap and change things around, to drag you into those circular arguments. The best thing you can do is use a third party, such as a solicitor, a mediator, an app, a family member, to handle communication and exchanges and keep a record of every interaction. If you believe you're the victim of stalking and harassment, then you usually are. The best thing you can do is document absolutely everything to build up a pattern. Save screenshots, voicemails, emails, log all suspicious activities. Seek legal advice, understand your rights and explore options such as restraining orders or non-molestation orders. If the first lot of authorities don't listen, keep going until you find somebody who does. Strengthen the security around your home, around your phone, around your internet. Install those cameras and make sure there's no tracking devices on your vehicles. Reach out for support. Contact organisations specialising in domestic abuse, specialising in stalking and harassment, so that you can get their guidance and their assistance, people who deal with it on a daily basis that can best help you. Recognise that taking these steps are proactive and can protect you from further harm while helping to hold the narcissist accountable. If anyone has any other ways that they were stalked to help people recognise, please add those into the comments for people reading through, or anything that helped you catch a stalker. please add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon: How to Create Boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and the new book, which is a novel, which is Behind the Mask: The Rise of a Narcissist, which is hopefully going to be the first in a series of 3. If anyone's interested in those, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.